Hey guys, it is Friday morning. I usually don't live stream. Sorry about that. I had a sneeze. I usually don't live stream on these days, but I have had some time. I'm taking lunch extremely early because I went to work without any jeans, and we can wear jeans today. It's an exception. Normally we wear slacks, and also I'm rendering out some video. And the rig that I currently have at work is not like fitted to do video, so it takes a long time. So I thought, I'll take a early lunch and talk with you guys. I don't have too long, about 15 minutes or so. So, here we are, just catching up. Hopefully, we can, get some talking done and do some things. Now, the title of this is Udacity Update. Nothing bad, nothing serious. I am just going through Andrew Mead's course. What's up, Chirosies? What's up, John? How you guys doing? I'm just saying how I'm going through Andrew Mead's course right now. It's not a big deal. So thank you very much. I got my mocha here. I should have went up there and got it, but the nice young lady brought it to me. Just taking a break from work today. Took my lunch extra early. It's like 9:49 here. I have to get going in about 12 minutes. But I just thought I'd talk to you guys. So with Udacity, I'm still going through Andrew Mead's course, and it's great. I freaking love Andrew Mead's course. It's really great because it fills in all the holes. You learn a little bit about Webpack and Babel. And I've done even like direct courses on Webpack with Stephen Greider, but then putting it all together in Andrew's course is great. He'll take you from like, baby steps, using the old React syntax to the new one and putting in Webpack. Now, if you haven't done anything like regular expressions or played around with them, it's gonna not stick as much, but for me, it's really coming together. And the coolest thing that I learned so far is using Webpack to compile SCSS. I was using Compass for a long time. It was a GUI, graphical user interface, and now I can just use Webpack. And I'm learning more about that because I use SCSS all the time, and now even like Flexbox. But yeah, so I'm going through the course. I'm not very far, but it's a 36-hour course. I think I'm through like 36% of it. So I'm going to have to actually really step it up this weekend and do a ton of it. It kind of sucks because I'm not actually in the React Nanodegree course, but by in it I mean like doing the course project. But these are things I can't speed up, unfortunately. But knowing that, just going through the course material, getting stronger is great. Hey Sheldon, how's it doing? Were you the one who asked for the YouTube gear videos? Let me know in the comments. But anyways, so that's what's going on with Udacity. But let's talk about web development. Do you guys have any questions? What are you guys up to? What are you guys doing so far? Is it Tronesies? Is that how you say it? If you could let me know, because I've been saying it for a long time. And if I'm saying it wrong, that's no bueno. You got 5 watching. Wow. It really makes a difference when you have a good stream. Today we have a really good stream. It hasn't broken yet, knock on wood or whatever, but it's nice to see 5 of you. You're trying to match colors. Oh, did you, yeah. What, have you tried anything like the, I think it's Cooler by Adobe? Let's go ahead and actually open up the, let's show this on screen. Give me just a moment here to open it up. One moment here. All right, Adobe Cooler. Okay. So here's the Adobe Cooler color wheel, John, and it will show you how to do things. You can match a whole bunch of different colors, like monochromatic is what a lot of people do, so it's all red. But if I move these around, I can get all purples or blues. Complementary, I use a lot of that. I use monochromatic and complementary the most, shades, and that's kind of like monochromatic. So check that out. Also look into color theory. See, like, just look up on Google, like, what does red mean? Like, what emotion does that emit and stuff, and you can find what you're trying to convey that way. So something I would do. Just whoops, sorry about that, guys. Just something I do here. Colors.co, thanks. Yeah, cool, Sheldon. Did that gear did the gear video help at all? Did it give you any ideas? And Sava, I don't think I've seen you in the comments before. Thanks for coming here. Where are you from, Sava? If you don't mind asking. If not, totally cool. Oh, then we lost one. So, do you guys have any questions for me? By all means, let me know. That's what we're here for. Or if you have anything to add to the conversation, that's really what all these live streams are about, right? Connecting and talking with each other. So, yeah. Oh, you know what I've noticed actually with, give me just a moment here. With YouTube, you're from Serbia. Cool. Cool, Serbia. Very nice. When I didn't put any videos out this week, because I've been studying that React stuff, which is actually awesome, to be honest. I just love taking a break from all that video because I did a lot. The funny thing is I have 3 or 4 videos lined up that just need to be edited. And then I'll probably go back to that regular format of 3 videos a week, 3 or 4, like 2 live streams maybe, like this, because they're starting to pick up. You guys are actually starting to come in and stuff. But, you know, my video views didn't go down too much. 1,200. It kind of stayed the same. I had a rough time for a minute there, and you guys seem to come back, seeing some of the videos. You know, the reason why I had that huge push was to find out what you guys are into, and it seems like Node.js, topics that have like emotion tied to them, like staying positive, and I'll have the actual like edited video. I've already shot it of the webinar, not the webinar, the live stream that we did, and so you'll have a better, you know, a better format, more concise, and of course the learning reviews. But Node.js, I didn't expect so many people to look into that. Let's see. Let me go ahead and check out these comments here. Let's switch here. I don't like that camera. I prefer this one. Look at those camera switches. When I try to do it on my other, on my desktop, I haven't set it up yet, so it's kind of hard. So we'll just stick to the laptop. And I just like actually shooting live streams, like going out and stuff. I have about 5 or 6 more minutes that I can be here before I have to head out to work. So if you have any questions, be sure to get them out. Let's see. That is a good site. Thanks. You're welcome, Sheldon. I have been here before. I'm actually enrolled in React Now degree. Me too, Sava. It's hard as hell. But maybe that's just because of my inexperience. But I've gotten a ton of improvement just going over this stuff. So that's something I need to realize, that yes, I've seen a huge improvement in my programming ability. And I'm making a application that's almost finished now with handlebars, jQuery, Express, and I'm seeing how much easier it is to do it in React. But if you've never done anything like that, it's harder to grasp. So if you're just going straight into React without ever building like a full stack or like a complicated front-end application, without it, it can be hard, but that programmatic logic is just amazing. So yeah, have a nice day at work. Thanks, John. You heading out? I've got a few more minutes. Yeah, that's how you found out about my channel. Cool, Sava. Cool. Yeah, Udacity is definitely what most people know me from. So yeah, thanks for coming by. Sava, as someone who came to this channel from Udacity, what are your opinions on the other videos? Do you not really care about them? Do they also provide like value for you? I'm trying to see what helps that main audience of Udacity, and if they're only here for Udacity, or if there's something else that that helps them out. Just a quiet night in. Dang, John. Oh yeah, I think aren't you in the UK, or you're somewhere over there in Europe? So yeah, I knew about you because of Dylan, I think. Oh, Dylan, yeah. Coding Tutorials 360. Coding Tutorials 360 is cool. If you guys haven't checked him out, you know, it's funny, like just yesterday, I needed to brush up on Splice for, I'm making like it was like an ordering system that I made. And so you had your subtotals, and I needed to use it to make a grand total. And so I just had to brush up real quick on Splice for like subtracting things. In Dylan's video, Coding Tutorial 360, it was up at the top. It was pretty cool. He's a pretty good teacher. So yeah. thoughts on Colt Steele web developer course. I've never heard of Colt Steele or Steely. Sheldon, let me know in the comments a little more. Got about 4 or 5 more minutes. What's up, Nick? Hey, Ricky. You ever got people looking down on you for being self-taught web development? I mean, yeah, people who aren't, but hold on. Let me gather my thoughts here. Those people are usually making up for shortcomings themselves. So just because they went to school doesn't mean anything. The projects and your output is what matters. Ironically, I haven't had a lot on this channel, but when I go to work or when I talk, I can actually talk with confidence now about things that are more than just like what I would consider junior developer level. I don't know because I haven't talked to anyone else, but when I do, well, I don't know because I don't usually talk to anyone else, but when I do talk to someone, it's apparent that I know more than a junior developer. Great question. I'm here because I find your videos useful. I think Udacity is great, but shouldn't be used as the only learning resource. Absolutely. I mean, and that's the thing is like all these companies want you to use them as their primary resource, but you should never do that. Nick says, I had a bit of that today. A Java developer who didn't know what React was. I mean, and that's fine. We're all different. But if they look down on you, let your work speak for itself, and that can be hard. And be able to talk about it, they use a different language. That doesn't mean they're trying to get to different goals sometimes, There is a lot of content on Udemy, YouTube, and many other places. Yes, Saba, that is absolutely correct. Totally, there's a lot of content there. Maybe I should put the chat box up here. Well, it's too late today, but I'll do that tomorrow. Let me just put them up right now, actually. Chat box, there we go. Let me go ahead and switch here. Try to get another chat box. Sorry about this, guys. Alright. Now we got chat box on both cameras so people can see what you guys are talking about later. But yeah, we're at 12 minutes here. We got 5 watching. This is great, guys. I appreciate you guys being really involved. That makes these live streams so much better, even though it's only like a 12-minute live stream. So like I said, I have just a few more minutes. Get your questions in if you have them, because I don't know if I'll do another live stream this week. This might be the only one, but we'll see. I say that, but I'll probably do another one, just because they're so easy, and I really enjoy talking to you guys. But the next thing, what's on the horizon? Another React course. Oh, at work, we're trying to get more into like the learning stuff, like like a place to put stuff for learning. And I found like a few courses for like creating learning. I'll pull it up on Udemy. Creating like e-learning websites, and I have the background now that I can do it without, like without being scared. I'm gonna, have a terrible experience. I'm sure it's going to be very hard, but I'm not going to be like I don't know anything about routing or saving data or anything like that. So let's see here. Let me pull this up here. Recently accessed. Let me do this one. Not this one. I'll never use that one. See, building an e-learning site with Node.js and building an e-learning website using React and Redux. I'm excited for that one. This guy isn't like a great presenter. It seems like his voice lacks the enthusiasm that I would like, but his stuff looks on point. So yeah, let me go ahead and go back to comments here real quick. You guys hiring. By you guys, can you give me some context? Are you talking to me or someone else? Do you have a portfolio site? I'm busy with my new site. I'm just curious how you did yours. Yes, Nick, I have a portfolio site. I don't want to share it, but we have enough time, I guess. It's an old one, so I'm going to do my new one in React. Probably not Redux. I don't think I'll need that. But give me just a moment to pull it up. Sorry about the wait, and go ahead and put your questions in there if you have them. I'll get to them in a moment. Okay, let's see here. All right, so this is the GitHub I'll just use it. If you haven't tried this before, you can use raw get to just serve something up real quick. I wouldn't recommend it for everything, but it's an easy way to serve your stuff up. You get the index file. It's for like static files. You post it here, and we're gonna get the new thing here. Boom. So this is an old one. So you can see that it's not great. I would do it differently, but it was mostly just for everything, because I'm not just a web developer. I consider myself a content marketer, but this is what got me my job, not just this site, but it just proved that I knew code, and I knew about social media, and I knew about marketing. These sections are really awful. These aren't lined up right. It is mobile friendly. It has a few calls to action, but it could use a lot of work for sure. Here's one of my old videos. You can definitely check it out. So there you go. Let's see, Sheldon says Cold Still is a course on Udemy. I haven't seen that yet. Let's remove, yeah, let's go back here. Did you just call him Nikia? Probably. Sorry, Nick. Old or not, you did one that matters. Yeah, it does matter. I used Bootstrap and CSS and a little bit of jQuery just to show that, hey, I can make this. Good work on the thumbnails and videos recently. Hey, thanks, Sheldon. Appreciate it. I think using them together, like, it kind of shows that they're like linked together, and so that's why I try to use a lot of the same ones. But there'll be a few different ones that I have coming out too that I've actually designed. Nick says, does not look bad to me. Yes, beginner for sure, but that's how people start. Yeah, and I mean that was like a year ago, and now that I'm in this job and like doing coding like all the time, like 8 hours plus usually, there's a big difference, just by doing it like that in an actual work environment for like actual work, and then doing it at home and then talking about it on YouTube and stuff. I need to really update that, but of course I want to get down React and Redux first. So yeah, all right, it's been 17 minutes. If you have any more questions, let me know. I'll stick around for one more minute, but if we don't have any questions within that minute, I've got to go to work, guys. Sorry. We got one more. 6 watching. That ain't bad for a Friday morning when people are at work, unless you're like from the other side of the world, which seems like a lot of you are. So maybe I should take that comment back. Any hot chicks at your job? Trozzies, unfortunately, I am old and mature, and I do have a reputation. I cannot answer that question, dude. I can't answer it. It's not professional for me to comment on that. Catch you later, Nick. Thanks, Sava. All right. See you guys later. Thanks for coming. Bye.